Hey everybody, Rick Stein here, RLS Properties, who along with my wonderful partner Kuhl of the Kuhl Group, and we have our own LLCs. We've been partners now for a number of years. We just finished another rehab in Bensalem, Pennsylvania. Let me give you briefly the numbers on it, and then you'll see the before and after. So we bought it for $181,500. It needed $80,000 in rehab, so that's $260,000. We got a first position loan from a hard money lender at 8.9%, interest only at $111,000. We got a $95,000 second position loan from a friend of mine who has a self-directed IRA at 8%, interest only. We pay him at the end. We got a $50,000 personal loan, no mortgage. It's not recorded, but we're going to pay him when the property sells, of course, at 8%, interest only, pay him at the end. So we got in there with a couple of $1,000s. We had to use our own money. My partner did a fabulous job, he always does, on the rehab. And when I did the initial analysis on it, I thought that the ARV was $350,000. It's really around, because it's gone up with the market, around $390,000. $395,000. We have it on the market for $399,000. We put it on the market a few days ago. We've had 8 showings. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted. Here is the before and after. My YouTube channel, RLS Properties. If you haven't subscribed, please do.
Welcome back for another episode with the Kuhl Group and RLS Properties with a new company named Amberglen Invest. This is bringing us back around for our second and final video here for Hemlock Avenue in Bensalem, Pennsylvania. We found this property not the traditional typical way where either a wholesaler or a drive-by. We found this property on the MLS. It was on the multiple listing service. What was unique about it, what caught my eye, how we got to this point was that it was a 1-bedroom, 2-bath house with about 1,200 square feet. So it was just one of those, who buys a 1-bedroom house? This is not going to be something that's flying off the shelves or people are racing to come see. For the typical, I raced to come down and see. I found it, and as quickly as I found it, I was here within 15-20 minutes walking through the property and initiating the conversation, and we were able to close on it. So here we are, roughly about 6 months later. We have converted it without changing the exterior of the property, so the footprint that it was still is, but it's now a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. So we opened up a few things, corrected a lot of things. But in any case, so we put it all back together again, and we're getting ready to throw it back up on the market here. The market's still strong. We've got some townhouse condos that are just a couple streets over that are selling like hotcakes, but they come with HOA fees. They come where they're attached to your neighbor. Parking is tight. Driving to your house is tight. So here, we've got a little driveway. I don't know, 3-4 cars might be able to park in here, but we also expanded the driveway where originally when we got here, this was just single file parking. Now we've got parking to the right here where 2 people can park comfortably. Multiple cars can park in the driveway that maybe don't get used all the time. But for the rest of it, we didn't do too much to the outside. Just corrected some of the siding. We eliminated a second door. Some steps. What else did we do? Revised 1 or 2 of the windows in here. Replaced the deck out back, and then off in the distance, which you may see, we upgraded the garage. The existing garage was kind of a what do you do with it type of thing. So we put just a little budget to it, and so we made custom replaced barn doors. That is not something that you're buying at the Home Depot or Lowe's at that size. Those doors back there are about 42 inches each, but they all open. They open like an accordion, and then we also replaced the roofing back there. So all brand new metal roof on the 2-car garage that's in the back. So come on in with us and check out what our latest flip looks like on the inside. All right, so you've made it to the inside here with us. This property had a lot going on. There was someone who was a woodworker, is my guess of what the original property was. We had a slant wall for about 4 feet on the right side, the left side, the back side. Some of it was done right, some of it was done where I was still scratching my head. There was lack of support in some of the locations here. We had a closet that when you walked in the front door, you had to walk around the closet, around the front door to get into the room. There was a front porch type of area space that didn't make a lot of sense. And then it just went on and on. We also had popcorn ceilings, we had small doorways, we had sections as typically as it was in older homes. Everything was compartmentalized. You had a room for the kitchen, you had a room for a den, you had the bathroom and so forth. Now, as you can see behind me, we have a little bit more wiggle room in here at this point. So we've got the nice high ceilings, the popcorn is nothing but a memory. All the slant wall is gone, so we got fresh paint, vinyl flooring, waterproof flooring. So let's have the party, and who cares you spill a little wine, just wipe it up and you're on your way. So we went through, we replaced the fan, cleaned the place up. As you can see, we now have an open concept kitchen here where the family is the family. They're involved, they're enrolled. We put in a range hood, we put 2 transom windows up at the top. We don't necessarily need to see the neighbor's storage of stuff, which is why we eliminated a window that was on the side. But we still have some of the natural daylight coming in. We add a little touch of personality to the peninsula that's sticking out with some, as they would call it, reclaimed barnwood type of thing. And then in the back, we changed the den into to be an original bedroom at this point. Because of the footprint for what it was, we couldn't make a master because I don't want to have that you have to go into a master for the bathroom on the first floor. So we chose to just make it a bedroom with a much enlarged walk-in shower. We eliminated the original soaker tub that was down there. Just don't see that people are going to be using that as much. Now, at the same time we eliminated that, we added a deep tub on the second floor. So if they want to do it, they still have that option. And then upstairs, we added 2 bedrooms. We'll take you up there in just a minute, and you'll check out how we converted the whole second floor from what was the bedroom into 2 bedrooms, hence making this a 3-bed, 2-bath. Here we are. We're up here on the second floor of this place. You're going to see a lot of the video here with some of the change if you were to run it, side by side type of thing. Big significant changes here. This was the original bedroom of the space, and we didn't do much other than we added a closet that didn't exist within this physical bedroom. And then we added this window, and then there was 2 points for this window. One is that by code, you need to have an egress window for any bedroom space that's going to be occupied in that fashion. The 2 windows that were pre-existing within this space, they're there, but they don't meet egress. So this window is a necessity. Second point is that by adding this window here on this side, we just added a whole lot of views. We can actually see the Delaware River behind us here. So that's the 2 significance in this particular room. We reduced the bathroom here for the footprint size that it was. We added a closet into the back bedroom and a wall and doorway and everything else into that. Upon the purchase of this place, there was also an idea that was never followed through, where they had French doors that were on the back half here of the second floor that were, I guess, going to go onto a deck. Well, that never came to be. The doors were expired, and I didn't see the benefit of adding that deck for what we were, our target market for this house. So yanked the doors, put in a double window within that same footprint, resided the back of the house. It's nothing more than a memory, and adequate light, at this point for the second bedroom that's up here. We added a tankless water heater, my first. One was because I wanted to gain some closet space downstairs. A 40-gallon hot water heater takes up a significant amount of space, and this particular house does not have a basement. So we had to get creative, and what we finally came down to was we just enlarged the closet and put the tankless there. And it operates just like a regular hot water heater. The on-demand is a little bit longer because of the travel time for the water to get to where it's going, but it's always there. It's set it and forget it type of things, you know. And then we did update when we purchased this place. The heating system AC was expired. We found that out in the seller's disclosure. And it was also located under the house. And for me, you know, I'm not young, but I'm not old, but I don't want to be crawling around on my hands and knees. So why would I want to sell a house where that's what I'm offering up to the new buyers? So I spoke to the right guys. They came in. Yeah, sure. Extended the duct, and we now have the heating system located up in the attic that was not being utilized. And we moved the condenser that was in the driveway side to the other side. And so the driveway has no obstacles at this point, and the heating system for any point would need service is now up in the attic. And there's nice, easy, convenient pull down stairs to get to such, and no longer any more issues. So we got brand new central air throughout the house. We hooked up to the old ductwork that was there, just a little bit of an extension. Tankless water heater, and then as you can see through the rest of the B-roll here is it's all new, it's all refreshed, it's all corrected. We took out all the ugly, or at least we tried to. You know, so you got new carpet, new paint, a couple new windows, new doors throughout, you know, new hardware, new light fixtures, new faucets, new diverters. It's new, you know. So whoever the potential buyer is going to be, they're going to have hopefully a relaxing, comfortable home. And what we're doing, as we always try to do, is when we come into a neighborhood where we're buying the ugly duckling, if that's so be what it is, we try to make friends with all our neighbors, because they can be your biggest assets when you're doing the project like this. Fortunately, we're in a nice environment, nice neighborhood where we don't have to worry about theft, but in the event that something happens, that we're not down here at the property and overnight through a storm, something crazy, flooding, let's say, you know, the neighbors, you know, they'll let us know. And so what we do as we're getting ready, prepared to do, we're gonna have a little private open house for just the neighbors, just the neighborhood. It's what we do. We build some friends and relationships here. Once in a while we get lucky and they might know somebody who's either looking for a house or, you know, someone who inherited a house, or a relative or a family friend that you know, is just, you know, has to take back a house from somebody elderly, or you know, their parents' home or something of that nature. So we want to network. It's good to do. You should do it. And so that's what we're going to do here. We're going to give an opportunity for all the neighbors to come in, see what all the commotion was about, you know, give us their opinions. They're happy. They're even, what they don't know about is that they're going to be even more happier, because when we say, hey, here's what we're putting this house on the market for, you sometimes get the whoa, and then there's the really, and they're disconnected. They don't know what the market's doing, and all of a sudden you can see big smiles show up on their faces, because you've kind of just told them that their house has just gone up in value because we came in and did this, you know. So we always, and one of my marketing things is how about you pick your neighbor? So tell your friends, tell your family, anybody who's looking to either downsize or upgrade, you know, get out of the city, whatever. I mean, we got waterfront views, you know, the neighbors here have been great, you know, so gives them an opportunity to come in, check it out, and possibly even tell a friend that can become their next door neighbor type of thing. So again, thank you again for your time. Enjoy this. Comments, you know, shoot us emails. ROS Properties for Rick Stein, Kuhlman Group for Adam Kuhl, myself. We're working directly with investors where this is what we can do. We're looking for money investors where it's, you want to park it somewhere where it's protected, it's invested, and we give it back. You know, we try to make right, we try to do good, you know, and you know, a lot of our existing, you know, clients and investors come back or tell us that, which I always love, is I don't want the money back. And that just makes my life easier, and I don't always get the opportunity to shake hands or whatever, but I'm liking to think that I'm building some relationships. And, you know, tell your friends, you know, because I'm always looking for more capital for bigger investments, more investments. Till next time, thank you again, and we'll see you soon.